Hey everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right folks, so for this video I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the 4K picture for my latest pickup that I got for Thanksgiving. And yes, you heard me correctly, this is a 4K release. I got this from Amazon Italy. I'm almost certain Italy is the only country that you can pick this up on 4K. So if you are interested, get on over to Amazon Italy and grab a copy. Now, I was told by so many people that I was going to get a lot from this, and anyone out there that actually suggested it to me, yous were absolutely spot on. I cannot stress to yous how much I enjoyed this. Now, if you're not particularly aware of the history of this movie, back in 2007, wow, where has the time gone? But Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino directed these grindhouse movies, Planet Terror and Death Proof. And at the start of each movie, you were given these fake trailers, and one of the trailers was Thanksgiving. And it was hands down my favourite of the trailers. And I never thought in a million years that all these years later we were actually going to get a feature-length movie. And not only that, but Eli Roth actually returned to direct the movie as well. And even though I don't particularly rate him as a director, he has done a wonderful job with this one. Now, it doesn't reinvent the wheel in any way, shape or form when it comes to slasher movies, but everything he done right with this. He does borrow heavily from a lot of movies, the likes of I Know What You Did Last Summer, Scream, My Bloody Valentine. There is even 80s vibes there as well. There's one scene in particular that took me right back to the 80s. I'm not going to say it in this video because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. And it being an Eli Roth movie, there is going to be violence, and there is so much violence here, folks. It is so unbelievably over the top that you can't help but laugh at it. But like I said, it's the same type of movie that we've seen so many times before. This mysterious max killer is wreaking havoc in this small town. You get that big reveal at the end of it. I don't think you're going to be too crazy about its reveal at the end. But having said that, the way that the ending is handled, I thought was quite brilliant. And it is definitely opened for sequels. And not only that, but even though it wasn't like what you call this huge box office success, it had a budget of 15 million, it grossed just shy of 50 million worldwide. But Sony must have been well happy with the numbers because the sequel has been greenlit. I know Eli Roth is returning to direct it. And I think he's onto something here. I think if he can deliver a solid sequel, I think Eli Roth has the makings of a good horror slasher franchise. And I don't know about the rest of you out there, but I'm more than happy to have one more of these kind of franchises in my life. And yes, fingers crossed on that sequel. Now, in terms of special features, folks, it's all written in Italian, so I can't quite make it out. But I think it's the same special features that we got on the Blu-ray over here. There definitely is a making of and deleted scenes. So yes, there is a couple of special features in this. I don't think the running time is going to be too long on them, but I'm looking forward to checking them out. Right folks, so I'm going to take you around this release and show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to come back and review its 4K picture. So yeah, let's get to it. Right, so here we go, Thanksgiving. So you will notice that there is a slipcover with this, and this was actually an added bonus. I didn't think we were going to get a slipcover with it. And as you can see, you got the killer on the front there, him holding the axe, him kind of standing in the middle of the street. You got the town there in the background as well. It's a nice bit of artwork, and it tells you everything you need to know when it comes to Thanksgiving. So as you notice in the top there as well, it is a 4K and Blu-ray release. It does say HDR down here, but it does come with Dolby Vision as well. So that is the spine of it. And then take us right around to the back. As you can see, there is a write-up there. Of course, it's in Italian. That is your special features. And I'll take us in close and let you have a look at the technical aspects. But you will notice down there the Blu-ray is Region B locked. So just bear that in mind. So that is the slipcover. I will open it up. As you can see, it is the exact same thing. So I'll just quickly run around it. I'm not going to spend any time with it whatsoever. And there's the back of it. It's the exact same as well. And I will open it up, and you are greeted to your Blu-ray disc. And then when you flip it over, that is your 4K disc. And you will notice as well that there is different disc artwork on both discs. So there you have it, folks. That is just a quick look around this release of Thanksgiving. Right, so on to the 4K transfer. Now, I have to tell you, we are definitely going into the subtle territory when it comes to this 4K release. Now, I watched the movie with Dolby Vision on. When it was over and knocked on the HDR10, I couldn't tell a difference between the two. And then, of course, I knocked on the Blu-ray for around 20-25 minutes just to get an idea just of the colour mainly. And what I've seen here is not much of a difference. Yes, the Dolby Vision, the colours do look a little deeper, but that's about it. It's only slight, and half the time you won't even notice a difference. Same can be said when it comes to its fine detail. Slight increase, and again, I think your average viewer won't even notice it. And it's the same when it comes to its black levels. They are nice and deep and inky, but again, they look equally as good as on the Blu-ray. But there is a nice increase in shadow detail. Like, that's where I've seen the biggest upgrade, but again, it is very, very subtle. Now, taking nothing away from the 4K disc, the actual transfer overall, it actually looks fantastic. But the Blu-ray looks equally as impressive, and anyone that picked it up on the UK on Blu-ray, I think you'll be more than happy with what you've seen in terms of picture quality here. If you are looking for a minor upgrade, and I mean minor, folks, here, yes, pick up the 4K release. You might appreciate some of the subtle differences there, but again, like I said, they're quite minor, and you'd be hard-pressed to notice them half the time. Now, it comes with a DTS 5.1 audio, and I found it to be a fun, active mix, even though it's not the most exciting I've ever heard. Your rear channels do get a nice bit of activity. The dialogue is clean. You get a nice bit of separation with your speakers as well. It is exactly how it's meant to sound. If you're familiar with Scream, or I Know What You Did Last Summer, and how they actually sound, then you know exactly what you're going to be getting with this movie. You will have no complaints whatsoever. Right, folks, so there you have it. That is my review for Thanksgiving, and like I said, if you're a stone cold fan of this movie, yes, I think it's worth checking out the 4K release just for those subtle differences. But if you have the Blu-ray, trust me when I say it, stick with it. It is not worth the money. It's definitely not worth double dipping on. So there you have it, folks. So as per usual, if you did like what you see here, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you could do, leave a comment down below. And please share your thoughts on this movie if you have seen it. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.